Now a play fake here on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target. And it's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Show that bench release and go. Go! Snickers! Snickers!
A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. He's going deep for Brown. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play. Roethlisberger to Brown. And even 60 yards.
Defending a deep route, even when it's thrown on time, is very difficult. But when he's able to maneuver outside of the pocket, that's almost unfair. He's bought extra time. His offensive line has protected him. And now when the ball's in the air, the guy downfield has a chance to make a better adjustment. That's just wrong on every level as far as the defender is concerned.
This will be caught at about the 6. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Snickers, 66.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
But that doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
Here's Bell. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 7-0. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him a... About 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Play action. Now Wentz. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit extra extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got 2 touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Philadelphia. Getting set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give the tackle there to Morgan Burnett.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, and you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And he connects with Ertz. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. An Eagle first down there. Wentz to Ertz, and the names that end in TZ. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Javon Hargrave. Busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. From the gun, it's Wentz. A dump off to Sproles. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. With it is Brown. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And the Steelers set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Let's go, let's go. 4 down.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll be taken down. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it wrong? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Throw left side complete. It's James. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Roethlisberger to his big target, James. All 6-7 of him for a Steeler first down. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now Roethlisberger on first down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
Focus, focus. Focus, focus.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Fletcher Cox breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
8, Jack 16. Jack 16.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
Twice.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They get 6 yards back on the run, but still have a 3rd and long situation forthcoming.
Let's go, let's go.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. That's going to be caught. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Eli Rogers, 31 yards. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half.
Alshon Jeffrey past the 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey, 76 yards. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. And this one through the uprights and good. Elliott now to kick this one away. And now out come the Steelers. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Roethlisberger. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Second and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football.
Antonio Brown, kiss him goodbye. The 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Antonio Brown, 78 yards. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead.
Well, partner, go ahead and strike up the band. Cue up the dance moves. AB is in the end zone yet again. And that's not a surprise at all. His ability to turn something into a bigger play after the catch, that run after catch, one of the things that helps separate him as one of the elite receivers in the NFL.
Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Wentz will try again on second down. And he's got the veteran here. It's Mike Wallace. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Here's a giant. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
On the mark. Shorty.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
Here's Wentz to throw.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Nigel Bradham in from his linebacker's spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's second and 20. On second down, here's Roethlisberger. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bell. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll give him 8 on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. A bullet throw, but incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite at that level and not of that age. But I remember
I was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty. They go play action here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. And some room to roam now. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. On play action, it's Wentz. Steps away. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Let's go.
They face the give. Now Wentz. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
Hey, what is that? 230.
He's going to get it running right. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Again, it's Bell. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And Boswell's kick is good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. Or maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for the curl in.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
14 yards that time for number 14. Throwing his Wentz. Flush to his right. Going long here for Wallace. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is
I'm doing
it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Show that bench release and go.
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike.
Focus, focus.
Too little, okay?
Like I said.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Roethlisberger. On the left side, it's McDonald. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
Like I said.
On second down, Roethlisberger. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. Roethlisberger hooking up with Brown to get the Steelers a first.
Antonio Brown, AB, with just one hand to complete that catch. Is there anything he can't do?
He has just continued to impress year after year, hasn't he?
He has never forgotten that he wasn't considered an elite receiver coming out of college. I think every snap he takes it upon himself to prove that he should have been.
Roethlisberger will throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. A big play there on the catch and run. 51 yards. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got it 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
And he's got it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial.
Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Vance McDonald from 3 yards out. And the Steelers offense, they continue to pour it on. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Boswell on now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half.
And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Stephon Tuitt in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Ram.
Now a play fake. Wentz. And now here is another picked off by Bud Dupree.